please just say this. When we continue to come back and come back and come back and back, what if this all paid off?
I'm not gonna deal with hypotheticals. You guys didn't, she didn't show up on time. I give everybody 15 minutes. I entered a default judgment. She filed a motion to set aside the default judgment. If they showed up, I might not have granted it. They didn't, so I'm granting it. But I can't, listen.
What is the default judgment? I gave these people $15,000 on a $20,000.
Listen,
Nobody does it.
listen.
This case unravels quickly. A missed court date, thousands in debt, and now a last-minute attempt to reverse a default judgment. She insists she'll pay eventually, pointing to financial stress, confusion, and arriving late as reasons. But the truth is simple. Courts don't operate on promises. They operate on accountability. And now the judge must decide, is this an honest mistake or just another example of repeated irresponsibility?
Vanderendonk, 2505215. Is anybody here from Michael Bates? Come on.
No, Your Honor.
Yeah.
What's going on? What is this here for?
Your Honor, defendant has filed a motion to set aside the default. She had missed the small claims hearing.
What's your name? Sir, why are you here? Are you her boyfriend or something? Husband, whatever. Are you a party to this though? Well, you're not on the pleadings. They just sued her.
Correct. Not mess.
Well, not really, because you're not a party, is the problem.
He's the one that's helping me pay for it.
Well, I get it, but why don't you have a seat right at the table there, okay? Tell me why I should do this, ma'am. What did they sue you for?
So I had a lease and they came up with, we're gonna pay the entire lease off right there. And it was, I think, like $18,000, and I thought that I would have like a full amount in the next 2 or 3 weeks when we start the payment on the card. And because that's what we did last time, we just paid the whole thing off, so I didn't have to worry about payments like each month. And the payment that we agreed to, it wasn't paid off right away. And I gave them some more money a couple weeks later and some more. And it's been a really hard time. I do have, like, I want to pay it off. I'm going to pay it off. But our bills, and just the times that we have right now in our house is really tight. And, you know, I have intentions to pay it off the full amount, but I just can't pay thousands and thousands.
Why were you late? You can't be late for court. I mean, I give everybody 15 minutes.
I think I was about like 15 minutes late. There was a train and we came down Van Horn. There was a train there, I waited, and then we went around and got stuck by the same train on Allen Road, and then by the time we got here, I think I was like 15 minutes late.
Call court. It says motion intervene to protect assets. Who filed that? Jennifer?
Your Honor, I don't have that case up at the moment. Let me.
Did you file something like that?
Pay close attention. She admits she filed paperwork just to stay out of trouble, not because she actually understood the process. That's a major red flag. She's reacting on emotion, not thinking things through. And in court, that's exactly how people lose control of their own case.
Intervene to protect assets. I don't have a motion in front of me. That was filed.
I just filed something just to keep me from getting in trouble with you because I was 20 minutes late, 15 minutes late. I wanted to come back and be able to talk to Michael Bates so that we can come up with some sort of agreement because I want to, you know, pay off what I owe. So I just want everything to be satisfied. I did go down since the 27th of January when I was here last, and I did give them another, I think it was like $1,500. I have the receipt here. And, Diane signed this and showed like the balance that I still owe.
To show up. We'll reschedule it. Jennifer, reschedule that. You can give her a date down the hall. Go ahead, go down the
Sounds
hall.
good, Judge.
You were only 3 minutes later than probably I called it, but you gotta be here on
Yeah,
time.
we literally were, so.
Okay.
I saw Diane in the hallway, so.
Just quit while you're behind. What do you want?
Please just say this. When we continue to come back and come back and come back and back, what if this all paid off?
I'm not gonna deal with hypotheticals. You guys didn't, she didn't show up on time. I give everybody 15 minutes. I entered a default judgment. She filed a motion to set aside the default judgment. If they showed up, I might not have granted it. They didn't, so I'm granting it. But I can't, listen.
What is the default judgment? I gave these people $15,000 on a $20,000.
Listen,
Nobody does it.
listen. What are you gonna argue with me about? Why are you arguing with me?
I'm not arguing.
When people, you look like an athlete. Did you play sports?
I did.
What'd you play?
I play basketball.
Okay, what if your team didn't show up for the game? What would happen? You'd lose, right? It's a forfeit. It's a default. The Tigers decide not to show up on opening day, they're gonna lose. It's a forfeit. Same thing that happened.
We lose.
You got a judgment against you for $6,156 when she didn't show up on time.
Okay, got a judgment for $6,100.
6160. I don't know why you're arguing with me. Why?
I'm confused. I gave you $15,000 on a car that only has two
Sure,
dollars.
I haven't had both parties here where I could sort it out.
Right, I get.
They were here first. They prayed for a certain amount. I gave them the certain amount, and now they didn't show up. You guys get all here together and show up. It's going to be, I'll be able to make a decision, but you're asking me to speak about something. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I get that too, and that's, I'm not.
That I'm confused about is that I'm willing to pay the now it's like 47, I want to pay that, I just don't know.
You just asked me to set aside the default judgment, right? That's what I did. You won the
I
hearing.
think I just don't understand what's going on.
What don't you understand? I want to make sure you
I
understand.
just
You
don't
didn't
understand.
show up the first time. I entered a judgment for the amount that they requested in their small claims affidavit.
Right.
That's what they're entitled to.
Yes,
I usually swear them in and make sure that there's sufficient evidence of that. Okay?
Yeah.
Some people will sue for $10,000 over a paper towel, okay? So I can't give them a judgment for $10,000 over paper towel. So I usually swear them in and at least make sure that they have a legitimate claim. But quite honestly, when somebody doesn't show up, the other side's entitled to a judgment in the amount that they claim, barring something unforeseen. So I gave them a judgment. It was sent to you. You didn't show up on time. You filed a motion to set aside the judgment to get us back to square one. I granted it. That's where we are now. They're gonna give them a date to show up on this case, and you a date to show up on this case, and hopefully nobody will be late again, because I won't be. And then I'll hear the case, I'll sort it out, and hopefully I'll make a good decision for everybody. Okay? Fair enough?
Yes.
yeah, thank you for explaining that.
All right. Have a good day. Thank you.
The judge gives her another chance, but makes one thing absolutely clear: this is the last one. She missed court, triggered a default judgment, and almost lost everything without even putting up a fight. Now she's back at square one, but only because the other side didn't show up. So the real question is, was this just bad luck or a result of poor responsibility? Do you think the judge was being fair, or did she push her luck too far? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit like, and subscribe for more real courtroom breakdowns.